been single for so long. I told myself when I get into a relationship, I'm gonna share. I don't want to hide anything. New product I'm trying. I don't regret sharing that relationship when I did. It was really early. We hadn't even been dating for 2 months. That was always my fear of sharing my relationship, was what if it didn't work out? And spoiler, that relationship did not work out.
All right, let's recap what's been going on lately. Okay, so you know the guy that I went on a couple dates with, and the first date I didn't even want to go because I just didn't want to go. We had a third date planned, and he gave me 2 options, and I said which one I wanted more the day before. Didn't hear from him. Yep, did not hear from him at all. And I was like, okay, that's awkward.
I've asked before and I'm gonna ask again. Ladies, where are you finding these men? I personally think I look the best I've ever looked, and a part of me is like, you really need to get out there and use this. But men, like, I haven't dated in years. Men, where you find them? I've been on the apps. Don't recommend any apps. The apps, no bueno.
What's good, guys? It's your boy Josten J coming to you with another video. Let's cook, boys. Let's cook. All right. Single women admit they hate how modern dating is working against them. We got action. Let's cook.
So I deleted all of my dating apps like 3 days ago. And one of the biggest reasons why is because of the consumerism and the business model behind all of these dating apps. They are made for you to fail, essentially. They want to keep you in this trap of finding more people and swiping right and left, and then wanting you to pay to see, oh, better people are going to be available if you pay. When you get to the paywall, the people aren't better. So they get you trapped in this consumerism mindset, essentially, that, oh, there's better people. I just have to keep paying more and more and more. And you're still single and you're lonely. And it's never going to work because they want you to spend money. Business and dating do not go hand in hand. They are meant to fail if they are together.
No. Dating apps aren't made for you to fail. You're just getting on there and you're nitpicking certain things. As a matter of fact, I keep a lot of data on dating apps. I know it's kind of nerdy or whatever, but it actually helps me coach men. So for instance, I've restarted 4 different profiles, same picture, same bio, everything. The first one that I'm gonna talk about, in the first 4 hours, things started popping off. The second one, in 10 hours, things started popping off. The third one, 24 hours, things started popping off. The last one took at least 3 days for things to start popping off. But women that I'm attracted to, that are my type, whatever. Women that are not my type, likes started coming in, matches started coming in. It's very simple to get on. It's very simple. See, they try to lie. For men, that could be true, but for you, you got the cheat codes to the game and you still fail because you don't understand where you're at out here. See, at least with men, right? They can say, I'm not going to play the game because I understand where I am. Guys can say, I will play the game because I understand where I am. Women don't have any sense of that. They could be out here average as hell talking about, I don't want an average guy. Well, so what? So be it. That's on you. That is on you. Dating apps are designed for you to stay on there so they can make more money. You don't pay for it. You don't need to pay for it. So what are you talking about? I can understand if a man was saying this, but for women, they just don't like the options that they're given on these apps because they think they can do better, even when it's delusion. See, they make it complicated for themselves. And we're all about making things uncomplicated. As a matter of fact, let me put you guys onto a great deal. The sponsor of today's video is Tej Hanley. Tej Hanley skincare routine is simple and uncomplicated, made just for men. I know a lot of guys think that they don't need a skincare routine, but once you give this stuff a try, it is going to blow your mind, okay? There's a lot of things that are going to come in the box that you're going to get. You're going to get a face wash, an exfoliating scrub, an AM moisturizer, and a PM moisturizer. They take care of everything. This is literally going to enhance your skin. You're going to be ready to fight the day, get through it, and even when you're in front of people, they're going to start to ask you, what are you using? And on top of that, they have a clay mask that you can use. They have a retinol stick, which is my personal favorite. They have all these tips and tricks to make your skin pop, but don't take it from me, guys. You can check the reviews. They have tons of great reviews, and it comes with an instruction card that makes it even more simple. It tells you how much to use, when to use it, and in what order. If you guys want to sign up for this skincare routine, you're going to get 40% off plus 20% off for life. I repeat, 40% off plus 20% for life. You are not going to find a deal like this anywhere else that's genuinely trying to help men look and feel their best. You are him, they are them. Do not waste time, guys. Click that link in the description and get started today.
Delete your dating apps. I don't use dating apps, and I'll tell you why. It's because your life's mission should not be to find another person. You do not need a relationship to validate your own existence, okay? Center your life around you. Stop going on 4 dates a week. It's just emotionally draining you, and it's making you actually feel more lonely, which is what these dating apps want you to feel. Even though they market that they want you to find a person, why would they want you to find a person? They want you to stay on their app. That's how they make money, okay? They feed off of your loneliness. Stop. You are enough on your own. If one day you do get married and decide to grow old with somebody, you're going to miss the time you had by yourself. Have faith in the universe, wait for it to provide, and delete your dating apps. I promise you'll feel better.
The thing is, women don't tell the full truth. They only talk in half-truths. They're always talking in deception. They're always trying to deceive you. So there's a bunch of cool dudes. There's a bunch of guys that can provide. There's a bunch of guys that are just great to be around. But they don't want them because they're always looking for something that's better. They want a man that holds weight over another woman's man. They want to compete for the best dude. At the same time, they don't want to compete, and they think that that dude should find them. It's not how this works, bro. Modern dating is working against them because men understand where they are. I find it funny that women want a guy who's charming, charismatic, in shape, he's a go-getter. He's very ambitious, all of these things, but they want him to tone it down around them. Think they're on the same level. This is not how this goes. They don't want to compete for the guy. They think the guy should compete for them. The moment he gives them an ounce of pushback, they're ready to shy away. They're ready to run away. But then talk about they want guys who don't shy away and don't run away. Well, you're attracting what you are. You want the confident guy, but you don't want to compete for him. You're not going to like what's out here for you. You're going to keep bumping your head. Let's get the next one.
I'm going to share the reason why I don't date online anymore. I've been dating online for the last 2 years, and although it might work for some, it hasn't worked for me, and I think this is the reason why. Dating online is like picking out of a catalog. It's like you swipe left, you swipe right. Everybody is out there. Everybody says they're single, okay? That is an instant, hey, I'm available. I'm here on a dating app. So are you. I'm single. It's really easy. It's really easy. And some might argue that maybe it's easier for women than it is for men because you do get more matches. As a woman, I guess maybe we're more discerning. We're not swiping as often as men. And I'm only saying this because I have guy friends who say that they just swipe. It's basically a numbers game and they literally get like 0 matches. But the biggest thing to take away here is that it's easy. Online dating is very convenient and easy and really requires little to no effort. Other than putting up a profile picture and a little blurb about yourself, you are easily saying to the people who are on the online dating community that you're single. And all you have to do to get access to someone, first they have to match with you, but all you have to do physically is go like this. So the very last Tinder date that I went on, okay, we had such a great connection online, texting back and forth. We actually had this cute little thing where we were calling each other wifey and hubby, and that we would be this great love story that met on Tinder. And it was like, those text messages, the like good mornings, the good nights, sweethearts, the like good morning beautiful, the like hey wifey, what are you up to, the little videos, the little voice notes that we sent back and forth, that instantly gratified and instantly gave external validation like that, easy. And all this man had to do, and all I really had to do, is go like this. So then finally we go on our first date after weeks of talking, and it was like meeting somebody for the very first time. Even though we had weeks of talking, it is so easy to fast track into like this relationship. That's not really a relationship, it's just flirting. But through voice notes, text messages, videos, like you're not sharing space with someone. You're fast tracking access to someone who didn't really put a lot of effort to get access to you. So then when you finally meet up, it's like this person wasn't really even qualified to be even going on a date with you because you had no idea who they actually were, right? There was just like zero physical chemistry, nothing to talk about. This was a literal stranger. They are a literal stranger. But the trick with online dating is it makes you believe that you are meeting somebody who you have a close connection with, even though you've never met them. You've only met them online.
Once again, everything was set up for her to win, and you notice that she doesn't explain how the date went or what happened. I guarantee you what happened is she was acting difficult, and then the guy just dropped her. Because in all of my interactions from dating apps where I got on the phone, we had a good interaction, laughing, relating. There was only one chick that I dropped, and I told you that story. She's like, we're not doing anything tonight. And I'm like, okay, you can leave now. That was it. She tried to make things difficult when she didn't have to say any of that. And she was talking about some ex-NFL player, some NFL player that she used to date, her ex or whatever. And I'm just looking at her like, why are you here with me then? If this is what you had access to. You understand, men are understanding the game. They're not trying to be special. They're not. They're just trying to see if you're grateful, if you're appreciative, if you're a funny, nice time, a good person to be around. You understand? And if you're not that, you could get the stepping. That's it. But everything's set up. And then she's like, well, these guys have easy access to you. Well, didn't other guys that you were sexually attracted to have easy access to you? Where are they at? Where they at? You want guys to put in all this effort when it doesn't even need to be that way. See, they make it complicated. Everything that men are asking for, they're asking for things that are for free. Just be a good time to be around. Be nice, be pleasant. They're trying to make sure you got 401k and benefits and all of this stuff. Man, knock it off, bro. Guys ain't going for it no more. Guys understand where they are. See, a man holds more weight than them now. The game has flipped. When you were in your 20s, you had the ability to have all these standards and get on with that. Nowadays, the weight that men hold, men are up, bro. Men are up. They ain't going.
I've been telling people like, I'm okay, I'm fine. I'm okay, I'm fine. And I am. I'm okay, I'm fine. But I'm frustrated. I'm frustrated. I'm frustrated because I'm like, when am I going to meet the man that's just going to get it right? When am I going to meet the guy that's just like, I'm ready, I want you, I'm going to do what I have to do to get you and to keep you? When? That's the frustrating part. And that's the stuff that makes you like, I don't want to date, I don't want to be bothered, I don't want to think about it, talk about it. That's the stuff that be frustrating. That's the part where you be like, no, I'm not okay. Like, I'm okay with that person in that situation and that outcome, but in the grand scheme of things, no. Nobody ever feels okay that you have to like put yourself back out there, be vulnerable again, be back in the streets. I can't. I'm like,
what is a man proving to you? They're never talking about, I want to meet in the middle. This is what I have to offer a man, and I'm hoping that I get this in return so we could build something beautiful together. No, when is a man going to come and earn me and show me and treat me and me, I? No. It's a garbage mentality, but modern dating is working against them because they call these chicks pick-me's, pick-meshas, right? The women that are going to ignore all of that and get on with a guy that they really want. The guy that they're going to have to earn, that they want to step up to the plate for. A guy's going to snag them up while they're still out here, single, chronically single, upset, frustrated, mad, but they have nobody else to blame but themselves. Because remember, they don't want to compete, right? Let's get the next one.
Why does everybody think I hate all men? It's not true. I don't hate all men. The men that I do not like are liars, losers, cheaters, lazy, unmotivated, men who are narcissistic, disrespectful, emotionally unavailable, jealous and controlling, men who are aggressive, financially reckless, unmotivated, inconsistent, and men that take your kindness for weakness. I also don't like the men that only show up when it's convenient for them. Is there anything left out there, girls? Good luck to you all.
This woman is talking about all the dudes that she's dealt with before. Every type of dude she's dealt with before, she just listed. Have you ever had a bunch of food throughout your life that now you don't even enjoy like that because you see past it. You're grown from it. You don't like it anymore. This is what they do with men. For instance, McDonald's. I used to eat McDonald's all the time till I got in shape. Then I just thought back on it. I'm like, it made me feel sluggish, tired all the time, heavy. So I started opting out for healthier food, you know? Never think about it like that. I can't tell you the last time I had McDonald's. Been forever. It's not good for me. It's not my taste anymore. It's not my speed. This is what they try to do with the repackaging. This is what they try to do. But see, the thing is, men understand now. You want to cash in whatever you have left on me? No, you got to bring more than that. And that's why they're frustrated. See, they only have the players, the dudes that don't care about them, the charming, charismatic dudes that run game, this, that. That's all they have left. Because the guys who respect themselves, they're like, I ain't going. And the men who they thought were never good enough are good enough now. And they're like, I'm not going. So the guys that they hate are still around. They could pick from those guys too, but they're looking for more now. No, they cheated themselves. This is why I say, man, you can't feel sorry for them when they're saying this, that, and the third, because this is the path they chose. I'm telling you, they talk about dating apps. It's easy to get on with a guy from a dating app. Oh, he's only this. He's not this. He doesn't have this. His pictures look like this, blah, 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 diddy, blah. That's what leaves them in these situations. What she's talking about right here is all the guys that she dealt with before, now it's an all men problem. And she's pushing this onto other women. Is there any hope left out here? Are there any good ones out here? Well, you know what? It's funny that men grow up and they grow past all of that, all to get on with a woman. You might have been the woman that came in their path, right? You got done dirty. Now they're better dudes. Guys that you didn't think were good enough, now they're good enough. They put their head down, worked through the rejection, got on with a chick, or just living their best life now. Men just keep progressing. You know, the trauma builds us. The rejection builds us. Doesn't build them. It just leaves them out here complaining. Women get tired of all the guys that did them wrong and tired of this type and tired of that and tired of this. But see, this is the thing. Men are realizing their worth now. This is what you wanted, right? This is what you wanted, and it's cool. Like, men ain't tripping telling women this is what you should want, this is what you should do. No. It's just now that when you're trying to come around now and perform the reach back, nah, I'm gonna need more than what you got to offer. And women don't like that. But I can't blame men for saying, I know what I'm worth, and I know what I have, and I know what I make, and I know what I create, and I go out and I get it. So what you got from me? They're frustrated because they have nothing for the men. It's your boy Josten J. Get with you boys in the next video. Like, comment, subscribe. Let's go, boys. Let's go.